he kind of pranked Rochelle into thinking that she was pregnant. So he's kind of in the doghouse.
To be in the doghouse refers to someone being in a negative condition or situation of some type, typically because of bad behavior or failure to do something that they were supposed to do. So the idea is that because of their failure or their bad behavior, they are kicked out of the regular house, and they have to go sleep in the doghouse until they can somehow make it up in some way to redeem themselves to be allowed back in with into the regular house with everyone else. Typically, this will happen between spouses, usually the man, if he does something wrong, like if he shows up late unexpectedly without warning his wife he's going to be late, or if he forgets her birthday or forgets to bring flowers or whatever it is he was supposed to do, or often with children, if they are given certain responsibilities and they don't fulfill them, they can also end up in the doghouse too. Another expression that a woman might use with a man is, "You're sleeping on the couch." So to be in the doghouse means to be in someone's displeasure, to be on their shit list until you can recover yourself, if you can recover yourself. Means to be in trouble or someone's disfavor. I had this project that I was working on where I had to work until 10 o'clock at night. And then I realized that I forgot to call up my girlfriend, and I was supposed to meet her for dinner. And so I called her up. I tried to make it up to her, but she didn't want to talk to me for the next several days. So I knew I was in the doghouse with her. When I was a kid, we actually used to have this board with all the little kids on, these little magnet things. And there was a doghouse right there. So if any of us didn't do what we were supposed to do, our little magnet would end up in the doghouse. And that meant we were supposed to try to be good to recover ourselves.
Look at you, looking all sexy in your gray shirt. Fashionista. You're a fashionista now, eh?
A fashionista is a person, typically a woman, who is devoted to fashion, who spends a lot of energy dealing with what she's wearing. And it can be a pretty expensive pursuit if she likes to wear designer clothes, or it can also be something that a more ordinary woman might do without that much expense, just by spending time thinking about fashion and by coordinating her outfits nicely. The origin for the word fashionista appears to come from the word barista, which is Italian for bartender. So by carrying this idea further, a fashionista would be sort of like an Italian type person who's interested in fashion. And it turns out that women in Italy are usually quite interested in fashion and spend a pretty decent amount of time working on it. My niece, when she was young, she was actually quite a tomboy. But then when she got to be 13 or 14, I don't know what happened, but she turned into a fashionista. So before you know it, she was doing her nails, and she just really looked the part. And she's still a fashionista, even 20 years later. Yeah, my friend John, he was just a regular guy with jeans and t-shirts, but then he started going out with this girl who was very fashionable. And so he started dressing fashionably himself. So one day I was walking down the street and bumped into him, and he was just dressed real nice. And I said, "Oh, look at you. You've turned into such a fashion.
That's all for today. Tom Taylor is an ESL tutor. He teaches English in the United States and outside, all over the world using Skype. He can be reached at his website, which is
ESL-fullsteamahead.com.
click on this link and check out his website and email with questions. Thank you, Tom, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.